here, y'all. It's time to start putting the show together, start getting the specifics in order. As we're putting this thing together, just crazy thoughts through my mind, you know, via the parameters and the asterisks we have to deal with through COVID, to, you know, all the way back to when this thing started and what the vision was. We wanted to get everybody a safe place to not have to worry about breaking the law and actually having their family out doing things that they love to do, you know, for the culture. We're still able to do that, but with very strict guidelines. So this has been very, very hard to do. I just want to tell everybody I appreciate for sticking with us, and I appreciate the buzz, and we're going to deliver a hell of a show. Just take into consideration that we're jumping through hoops here trying to pull this thing off. So I appreciate everybody sticking with us. I appreciate everyone anticipating the event. So just in lieu of everything that's going on in this world, we're gonna go ahead and show you guys some footage that Auto Revolution took of us a few years ago, explaining why we're doing what we're doing. Take a look.
Long days, long and nice. You feel? Dirt. Say it again, man, and that's a reverse. Never rehearse, jumping in first. All of the nerves with the beat in her hearse. This is absurd. Don't get on the tracks, man, and leave it a smirk. Don't got a nerve, man, I never curse. Just casting these spells when I'm spelling these words. That's real, that's too real. I've been Roosevelt, I need a new deal. Trying to figure out what I should do still. Really never waited here too still. I don't even know what I should say at all. Should I jump on it? Should I get involved?
Car spoke for itself, man. I don't need to do anything. Watch the video.
You know, we all spin tires, no matter if it's in a straight line or if you're going wide or if you're doing a donut.
People like to go wide, some people like to go do small donuts, some people like to do figure eights.
You're constantly looking left, looking right, looking left, so you're looking at the car in front of you, making sure he ain't spun out, and then you're also looking at the crowd, making sure people behind you ain't getting close enough, or there's sometimes vehicles parked there. Sometimes you clip one of those vehicles thinking, you know, you got no space, and you'll smack the motherfucker.
So a lot of people try to come up with like a negative feed on the sideshow, but there's no solution.
The legal process, you know, messes up a lot of people. And once they get felonies, if you get a high-speed chase, it's a felony.
And I got 2 points on my record, and I don't know how much it cost, like $500, $600, $700. And that caused me to lose my license for a little bit. And I didn't just get that ticket. All my passengers did. Being in a Honda. Yeah. So the penalties are kind of bad right now. I personally haven't got a car impounded, but I've seen people that do. And I guess maybe I've just gotten lucky. I always have registration. I always have insurance, a license. That's my biggest thing.
And maybe the cops will, you know, pay attention to what we're doing and see that we're trying to help this younger crowd out and get them out of the harm's way.
Like, I understand that. I've lived that. You know what I mean? So I want to be able to help take what I guess would be a sport or our passion into a legal venue to where kids don't have to lose, or risk, I should say, they don't got to risk, losing the rest of their livelihood over, doing a donut. Because that's insane to me.
Like I said, even if it's for that one time, it's going to lead to more events, which will hopefully take some of the heat off of what's going on in the street. And maybe the cops will, pay attention to what we're doing and see that we're trying to help.
I do some drag racing, which is cool, but the way people are competing now is they're not street cars no more, man. You gotta have 1,500 to the wheel, and that's just out of my budget. There's no competition at Sideshows, man. You can pull up with 100 horsepower, like I said, welded diff, and send it and enjoy the night. And it's just people, you gotta know who you're swinging with. You don't just go out there with a random dude and, try to tandem with them 9 out of 10 times. The motherfucker can't drive, he's gonna smack your car, or he's gonna end up hurting somebody because he can't keep up with paying attention to your car and the crowd.
So all I did was just take the bad shit I was doing after assessing the situation. The only really bad thing I was doing was actually participating at the actual as a spectator at the sideshow and getting in the car with everybody. That's what I was doing wrong. Actually buying the car, flipping the car, building the car, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not illegal. So I just took the legal part as far as participation and did the same exact thing I was doing, and I felt I had a winning recipe. And that's what happened. You spend the same amount of money on a sideshow car than you do on a drift car than you do on a quarter-mile car. You still need horsepower, you still need suspension, you still need a tune. I feel you spend the same amount of time, if not more, practicing honing your craft. You still need seat time. The background that I have and the goals that I have for the shop and all of us here at the shop as one moving forward, I feel that we're in a perfect position to be able to have that voice of the street to the vendors. Like, look, we're using your products. We're installing them on these people's cars, and you don't even pay attention to the customer base that we have. The customer base that we have is a demographic that does spend money that should be acknowledged and respected, and this is what they like to do. Just so happens we like to do it too.
Man, they used to come to a corner where I lived at, basically in front of my house, and I was just watching them do donuts as a kid. Come outside happy, just how Walter explains, it's an adrenaline rush. Man, I was just a car junkie as a kid. It's a way of life for me. We don't just take your car in. When you come here and you get your car built by us, you become part of the family. There's certain people in this room that we've never met in our life, and they're standing right here and they're going around and doing all this with us.
Any questions I have, anything that I'm not sure about, they got advice, they give me multiple options. It's never been a difficult conversation ever. It's always been very seamless, very easy, and my dad hasn't seen this car not once, and I'm taking him out to Vegas to LS Fest, and that's where I'm gonna show him the whip, and he's gonna see.
Our specialty is LS swaps. We do whether it's newer cars, older cars, anything you want LS in, man, we got you. I love the feeling of this shit. I love hearing the engine roar. I love the smell of rubber and watching all that smoke go up in there.
You had to have rims, you had to have paint, you had to have interior, you had to have a motor, you had to have every car touched. So when I was a kid, to be able to cruise on the weekend with them, they would always make me clean the wheels. So I used to hate, even today I hate cleaning, but I don't mind cleaning wheels just because I know how it makes a car look different, whether the wheels are clean or not. So that's kind of where I would touch the cars. I like to see the chrome and the gold get cleaned up, and that it just always kind of stuck with me. It's funny, my first car actually was a Honda. It was about the first time Fast and Furious came out. It was like 99, 2000. I had a 95 Honda Accord. It was either a lowrider or the Honda. The Honda was a thing back then. So I think between all the big names that are involved, and with the opportunity, I think we can really take care of it and secure it.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not worried about the crowd at all. I'm worried about the actual functionality throughout the day, just because I've never done it this big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a big stage.
Yeah. And when we pull this off, and then we're gonna go right back to do Vegas. I already know Vegas is good.
Yeah.
We did that last year. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing.
And the drifting was the same way. When they first started, it was illegal, it was frowned upon, it wasn't nothing. Now it's a household name, right? Yep. Donuts, the same way. Sideshows, the same way. So what I saw last year was like, man, this could be a household name. It could have been there, so it just takes that push.
Well,
so
why is enjoying a sideshow going to be, frowned upon compared to like in the quarter mile, the eighth mile, or a drift event? So I feel that with my background already being in prison and me already being in the streets, and me having these kind of cars, coupled with our car club, being a forefront of the culture for a long time, I feel like I'm part of the problem. So I want to be part of the solution too.
Being able to take it mainstream and show the world this is our sport.
They're going to be in a safe environment. We're pulling them off the street, get them onto the track, do what they have to do, and then go home. No high-speed chase, none of that stuff.
Taking it to the track, it's actually I feel like it would get very big because there's a very big following base to sideshows out there, and we'll see from this year's Holleys LS Fest. There's going to definitely be, or even the Sac Raceway thing. There's going to be a lot of people there.
You don't have any concerns that day. Come out, change your tires, do your show, put your other tires on. We're going home. There's not going to be any 20-day holds. Nobody's getting hurt. If you smack a wall, that's on you.
So if we have tires in a mobile tire station right here, people are going to keep wanting to go back.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Only time people are going to want to get out is if they blow their motor. Or the tranny or rear end or whatever, So trying to make it as all-inclusive to where people don't have to leave as possible.
Yeah.
That's my goal.
Keeping them coming through.
I think going to jail is the best thing for me. I wouldn't have been able to do this shit in 2012. I was full of shit.
You know what though?
I mean, not full of shit, but I was full of myself.
Right.
Like, man, I know our cars are dope and I know yada, yada, yada. I see my growth in that. And I think that's where, me being open-minded, not selfish, that's where we're going to bring everyone together and we're going to win. Because, man, this isn't what I want for myself. I think the community needs it, and I think I'll win, and it being the facilitator. So, and out of all, like as you saw when we were walking through here, it's all the potholes and shit.
Yeah.
This is pretty solid right here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And what they wanted me to pave over this shit. And originally I agreed to it just to have the event. And I said, hold on a minute, Sideshows is meant on the street.
Yeah, it's a street.
We go around potholes, we go around fucked up concrete, all that shit. Fuck that.
Gravel, everything.
Fuck
Whatever
that.
the turf is, that's what it is.
So this year we're going to be putting together a trailer that's going to have a compressor inside of it, a tire machine, and we're going to have tires, and we're going to provide service to all the guys that are going to put on a show for the pit and the drift event, and we're going to be changing tires mobile right then and there, so they don't have to run around. And so it's his job to take in a car and tell the customer, hey, what do you want done to it? He specs it, he builds it. I come in and do the tires and wheels. So he'll tell me, hey, this car's got so-and-so brakes on it, and we need tires and wheels for it. So it's my job to spec it to make sure it fits properly without hitting, rubbing, or messing it up.
Voice is gone. Okay, I'll finish.
Another probably a half hour at least.
Hey, we're gonna see the Sac. I'm gonna see if we're gonna see the Sac Speedway show go down right now.
No space of time could change it all. And now we find these vacant halls where those pictures used to be. Me, I don't even think about another girl, just the music now that you're gone. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I've been on the road playing lots of shows for the fans with me. Oh yeah. Get it, okay, get it, go. Okay, I've been working like 3 jobs. Probably why I never see ya. Probably why I never have time for the fake friends I won't be ya. Oh God, I've been running now. Up early when the sun is out. Not setting out my own soul, but those real ones, they coming out. Oh look who's reaching out. Old friends wanna feature
Thank you. I can't say it enough. Good looking Tony Bush. Hopefully everybody had a good time, man. Thank you. LS Fest. It's 35 days away. Nighttime Sideshow. Team Bush on the ones and twos. We all gonna be out there.
Baby, we was getting it. We gonna end it like this, Slippy. Yep.
Please be respectful of all the staff helping. This is Holleys event. They're cool enough to let us come over here and run the pit. Right now, this first one, we're gonna wing it. We're gonna let you guys get to fuck some tires off. We got S&S tires, my boy Mo and Junior right behind us. If anybody needs tire change.
LS Fest, Sac Speed Shop, Sideshow. We are here. Let's get it. Let's run it. Vet C6. Let's do it. Coming in hot. There you go, Mr. Charles.
That's what it's all about, baby. This is what it's all about.
This is what this is all about. Let me go in there, Dave.
Hey, you can't go in, Snoop. Now I want.
We got these stickers we gonna give them. It's a baby on there making a dent sign. And we're gonna encourage them to wall tap. Y'all know what a wall tap is? Let me hear you say wall tap.
Hey, Jose, drive already? No. Jose, how's it going? That's right, I'm coming back like OJ, like a running back in his old days. Still rocking those OJs. My patience is a little bit of work. I'm changing my favorite. Money coming, money going.
There you go. Time. Okay, go. Hey, how y'all doing? Y'all good? Make some noise. Come on. Come on. Get it.
Start catching feelings. You won't look back. We won't stop doing donuts. Nothing gon' change when the police show up. We're in the streets of Oakland, bitch. What do you say?
Some of y'all don't know now. In a couple months you gon' find out. Been blowing up from the underground and they stepping on the landmine now. And they know it's my time. Tell everybody talking safe, ready to be in that convo.
Ain't nothing new. I'll be back out there at 4 o'clock tonight.
Okay, we good. All right, we got this SS coming back. Let's run it. Give me some slack. hold on. Y'all don't. Got a little trigger happy now. All right. Y'all good out there in the crowd? Y'all look hot than a mother sucker. Anybody got some sunscreen? I don't need no sunscreen.
We got some drifters coming, y'all. They want to see what the Sideshow is about.
One shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah, I was building on the lecture. Verses coming daily under pressure. Breaking on the line, the skin, the true style, one shot for the kill, the breeze cut, freeze up, straight dropping the chills. I'm talking. Taking over pieces and shares, a bomb break sky high, check the movement is here, yeah. It's one heart, one shot, now the future is yours, go!
Get that motherfucker! He get the baby this nigga!
Turning dreams into reality. In the lab with the formula and chemistry. Your memories spark and motivate and make the industry shake. We put the balls in the brakes. I'm talking one chance at best, yes. Painting pictures for the culture, keep the brushes fresh. Flip the cover, work the drummer, passion never rests. Freedom is our teacher under pressure, now we blessed. See, I was so good for the go. There's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go! Yeah. It's one art, one shot, now the future is yours. Go!